Hello and welcome once again. So I'm going to go over a little more in depth what ORAC means. That's O-R-A-C. You may have heard this term before, maybe you didn't really grasp it, or you just know slightly a little bit about it, or you don't know anything at all. Let me go in depth and I'm going to explain a lot about what this means and how this gets rid of disease in the body. Basically what this means is oxygen radical absorbance capacity. This is a measure of the ability of a substance, especially the blood, to absorb free radicals used in determining the antioxidant effects of food. So what this means is ORAC are the good guys, free radicals are the bad guys. The more of the good guys you have, the less of the bad guys you're going to have and the less disease. That basically sums it up. So once again, oxygen radical absorbance capacity. So what happens if you have a lot of free radicals in the body and you don't really think, oh, there's no big deal, I'm just going to eat some fruits and vegetables? That's great, but you're going to need a lot more than that to get rid of the disease once you have it. Think of an apple slice. When this turns brown, or fish becomes rancid, you get a cut on your skin. This is basically the natural process called oxidation. And oxidation, it happens to cells in nature, including the ones in your body. So, what this means is Mother Nature provides antioxidants. I just want to kind of highlight on that there. Thousands of different ones, to be exact. What this means is you got to have a lot of these. You can't just say, oh, I'm going to eat a processed food with antioxidants because they put some fake blueberries in there. It doesn't work that way. Eating regular blueberries are great on the ORAC scale, but that's not enough. Let's go down and look at a little more information. How antioxidants prevent oxidation. You don't want oxidation. That's the bad part. As oxygen interacts with cells of any type, think of the apple slice in your body, the cells lining your lungs, or a cut on your skin. Oxidation will occur. This produces some type of challenge in those cells. So what this means is these particular cells, it's not as simple as it kills a cell and you can regenerate a new one. We all know, I've said this in some of my other videos, we lose 1 billion cells a day. If you create more cells and you build more cells than you lose, you're going to survive and thrive. The problem is free radicals are a little more clever than that. So basically, these particular free radicals will often injure the cell, changing, basically damaging the DNA, which creates a seed for disease. So I just want to highlight on again, it's in a way changing it, but it's really damaging the DNA because it's taking over that particular cell. And it's basically leaving this seed for disease. And this can be any disease, folks. Heart disease, cancer, you name it. So let's go into a little more on something I promoted recently, which is acai. And that's the correct pronunciation. Every now and then people will pronounce it wrong. I'll pronounce things wrong on other sources of nature. It happens. But this is the correct pronunciation, which is acai. It's spelled A-C-A-I. Now, this is very, very, very important because acai, and I'm going to highlight on this here and really let you know, basically, let's go over this. Antioxidants, once again, are in fruits that are basically with red and purple colors like grapes and berries. So I recommend berries a lot. Berries are very high on the ORAC scale, now that you know what that is. But acai has far more than any other food. Acai's ORAC level, which once again, oxygen radical absorbance capacity, is over 3,500, which is hundreds of times higher than your average fruits like apples and bananas. And I know a lot of people on YouTube love bananas. Oh man, they'll eat these like a monkey all day long. You're wasting your time. You're wasting your energy. There's plenty of better foods. Look at this, acai, 3,500. And that's not even that much. That's about a tablespoon, folks. It's not that much. Now, let's look at some other important parts of acai. And another part of acai is it packs more grams of protein than an egg. Let's read this again. Packs more grams of protein than an egg. All you people that think that you gotta eat chicken, beef, and eggs. Well, there's some proof right there. And when you combine this with its host of omega-3, 6, and 9 fatty acids, acai has been shown to improve the look and texture of your hair, skin, and nails. Folks, this is why I recommend white chia powder if you can find it. Chia seeds would be the next best bet, or even hemp seeds. There's your omega-3, 6, and 9. Hemp seeds have a different ratio of omega-6 to omega-3, and chia has a better ratio of omega-3 to omega-6. So basically, you really need to have these particular ones. And then I've also mentioned maqui powder. I believe that's a correct pronunciation on that. This is, I'm looking at an ORAC scale here of the top 100 value. And some of these are a little off here and there, but let's go ahead and look at this. This is in the top 20 list, so 1 through 20, but let's look at this. Where is acai? If you notice on here, we have, just want to kind of highlight this, maqui, there it is, powder, if you can look right there. Sorry for the zooming in and out, I'm trying to get close, it's right there. And this is ranked about 75,000, okay? So this is extremely high on the ORAC scale. Now, we want to look into acai powder. Acai powder is there it is. Let me just go back up there one more time. Sorry for the confusion there. I was going to the bottom screen. Is actually above maqui. It's about 100,000. So if you did small amounts of this every single day and you used maqui powder in it as well, with a good vitamin C source, such as camu, maybe even a half a teaspoon, you don't need a lot, and a beta-carotene source, which is lucuma powder, you're going to have yourselves an amazing fighting chance to get rid of disease. Look at this. I mean, these are just straight warriors in disease. And a lot of people may not know this, or they may not believe it. They may think that, oh, this is garbage, I don't believe it. Well, let me tell you folks, this is real. This stuff works. And, you know, look at ground cinnamon, up over 200,000. I mean, this is not a joke. If you want to get rid of disease, and acai berry has a lot more than just antioxidants. You need polyphenols, you need the whole 9 yards. And this is where kind of phytonutrients came in. So, at this point, I just showed you a couple of them that are very powerful. You need to incorporate these. You know, the air is toxic. I mean, what we breathe. Does it mean that you can't breathe anymore? Is it going to be an exaggeration? You're going to get radiation from Fukushima 5,000 miles away? No. But at this point, you really need to take this into consideration and understand the ORAC value, which I just went over. There's plenty of other foods. The higher up on the ORAC value, the better off you're going to be. Arugula is excellent. It's over 2,000. You want to eat these on a daily basis. Any questions, let me know. Thank you.